Welcome back to Ion Radio. I'm John.
And I'm Ken.
And today we have another primarily Wave 8 battle going on.
So this is going to be, I think this is kind of the tournament style fleets that we were talking about potentially running at Adepticon. So we're filming this beforehand. We'll tell you, I guess, in a future video what we actually wound up doing with these.
Yeah. Okay, so I have a Starhawk again,
and I'm going to do another version of my Onager list.
Sounds good. Let's check out the fleets and then get to deployment.
Alright, for my fleet, I've got an ISD-2 with Motti, linked Turbolaser towers, strategic advisor, gunnery team, leading shots. The Onager ship that I bring is the Star Destroyer version with intel officer, gunnery chief Varnillian, veteran gunners, XX-9 Turbolasers, and the Orbital Bombardment particle cannons. Moving along to my support ships, I have an Arquitens light cruiser, reinforced blast doors with TRC, and Gozanti carriers with slicer tools.
Okay, so here's my fleet. I got a Starhawk battleship Mk.II with Agate, her best friend Oilix Bliss, expert shield techs, leading shots, local fire control, quad laser turrets in case I go up against squadrons, linked Turbolaser towers in Unity. So with the local fire, we're going to drop the contain out. We're going to gain an extra brace. So we got 2 salvo, 2 braces, and 2 redirects. The other 2 ships in this fleet are a Sokotano Comsnet on a transport, and then the Leia Comsnet on a transport. My fighters are my rogue element. We got Hera, Han Solo, Ketsu, Wedge, Rogue, Gold Squadron, and then a Hawk to make sure I can get through. My fleet comes in at 390 points and Ken comes in at 400. So I've elected to go second player, and these are the choices that Ken has to make from. Advanced Gunnery, Fighter Ambush, and Superior Position. He really doesn't want to play Fighter Ambush or Superior Positions, leaving him to choose Advanced Gunnery.
Alright, so here we are at the end of deployment. Got my ships kind of off the side here, unfortunately being severely out-activated with all of the fighter squadrons on John's side. I wasn't exactly sure where some of his ships would get placed, but I figured wherever it'd be exactly where I don't want them to be. So the hope here is to bring in the firepower of both the Onager and the ISD to bear on at least the squadrons and do some damage here on the Starhawk. So let's see what John thinks about his fleet.
Okay, so this is how I deployed my fleet. We got Leia over here going speed 1. We have Ahsoka over here going speed 1. We got the Starhawk going speed 2 down the middle with all my fighters over to the side. So I out-deployed Ken with all of this. So I know that I'm going to get Onagered at some point. So just come to accept that. And then we'll try to move in and kill as much as possible.
Alright, beginning of turn 1. For advanced gunnery, we had to choose objective ships. I chose my Arquitens. John picked the Starhawk, and those will be the advanced gunnery objective ships. So we're going to start with my Arquitens. I have a navigate dial. I'm going to use it. I have no shots, so we're just going to stay at speed 2. We're going to do the one click on the first one. We're going to throw objective tokens all around the table, and I'm done.
We're going to start with Leia. She's revealing a concentrate fire, and we're going to comms net that over to the big guy. And then fly speed 1. Done.
Activating the Gozanti, navigate using it as the dial, no shots. I'm going to stay at speed 2. I'm going to do an extra click on the first dial, our first joint. There we go.
Transport. This is the Soka one. We're doing it engineering. We're taking it as a token and comms netting it over to the big guy. And then we're moving speed 1. Like that.
Activating the Onager, navigate command. I'm going to take that as a token. I have no shots, so I'm just going to move forward 1. Straight move. And then I'm going to place my ignition token. Because I have the bombardment cannons, I can put it at long range. There we go. And that's done with that activation. You're back to you.
Going with the Starhawk, revealing a navigate, taking it as a token, and we're going to move 2 straight ahead. To there.
We're going to activate the ISD with Motti. Navigate, I'm going to use the dial. Too far away right now for shots. So we're going to increase our speed to 3. And I'm going to add a joint on the last, or on the last joint. Alright.
Not that it really matters, but Hera is going to make gold and wedge rogue, and then we're going to move all of our stuff. I need to stay out of close range here, so move them up to about here. Yep, there seems good. And then are we out of range of that? Perfect, so I need to cluster them all around there. And then something like that. We're going to activate Han at the beginning of the turn. He can have range to touch you, so we're going to move to here. And then drop a black and a blue into your front for 2 damage.
Alright, so I'm going to redirect that. Put both on this side. Because I've got a juicy shot here, I'm going to activate the Onager first. Concentrate fire dial. So we're going to make our ignition shot. We have the ignition token sitting over here, and your transport is within close range of me. So because of that, we have 3 red, 2 blue, and 2 black being brought in. Let's see how much damage we do. So that's, we've got 1 accuracy, we've got 2 hits here, 3, 4 hits. So I am going to bring in, a black one with my concentrate fire dial. And let's see. You're going to cancel that. So here's what I'm going to do. I forgot to do my intel officer, so I guess I'm not doing that, but I'm going to prevent you from using your scatter at this point with my accuracy.
Okay, so what I'm going to do, because this is extreme range, I'm going to spend an evade, I believe, to cancel 2 dice.
That is correct.
So
Which 2 you want to cancel?
Well, we're going to cancel the double.
Yep.
And then the red crit.
Alright, so that's 3 to your front.
3 to my front. So
and that's going to be a crit.
That, and we draw 1. Every time. It's a structural, it's dead.
So see, I didn't even need intel officer. Alright, we're going to then, I've got no extra shots. I'm going to move forward into the squadron ball of death. Your turn.
We're going to activate this transport. It's doing a navigate. We're going to take it as a token and then move speed 1. To you.
I'm going to use strategic.
We're going to activate the Starhawk. We got an engineering. We don't need it yet. And we're going to make out the front into your front an obstructed long-range shot. And I got advanced gunnery, so I'm going to double tap into that. So it starts out as 4, and it becomes 3 red. 3 red into that front. For that, and linked, we're going to use this for 4 damage.
Alright, we are going to evade the double, and we are going to redirect the other 2 to the right.
Sounds good. And then we're going to do it again. And then link to this for another 4 damage.
Okay, we are going to spend the evade to get rid of the double, and then I've only got 2, so we'll hold on to the contain for the moment. So 1, 2, no shields on the front.
Okay, and we go to movement.
Activating the Arquitens, concentrate fire dial. I'm going to make 2 shots. First is going to be close range, my side to your front. So since that's obstructed, I've got 2 red dice. Move that guy out of the way. Well, that's 2. We're going to use the dial to add another die for 3 hits to your front.
Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to salvo you. We're going to brace it down to 2, and then we're going to expert shields text it down to 1. Take 1 on the front, and then I'm going to do
Your salvo.
2 reds right back at you because it's obstructed. For 1, and then we're going to linked for 2 hits.
2 hits. I cannot really do anything, so I'm just going to take 2 damage.
You can redirect to your rear.
Oh, that's right. This is coming from my side, isn't it? We're going to burn the side, or the evade, to kill the 2 off the rear. Alright, and then we're going to make our squadron shot against Han Solo from my front for a hit. I'm going to move to stay at speed 2, and we're going to move. Alright, we're going to clearly overlap the Lancer. That's it. Activating my Gozanti, I have a navigate dial. We're going to use it. I have no shots, so we're going to drop down to speed 1. Should be able to make this turn without bumping into anything, which we do. And we are at range 3. We are, so I'm going to slicer tools, and you can have navigation.
Okay, I have an engineering, and we're going to navigate.
ISD is the last ship to activate. Navigate, we're going to use the dial. I do not believe I have any shots because you so wisely kept everything out of my arcs. They're out of range anyways. So I'm going to drop down to speed 2 and put the extra click on the second move. There we go.
Squadron phase. Hera says that Gold and Wedge become Rogue. We're going to start off by then just activating the Hawk, which is in range of your side. So we're going to attack you with a blue, not bomber, for a hit.
And I have no shields anywhere, so that is a hit.
Okay, and because of Motti, I need to do 6 total damage to you, correct? Okay, then we're going to use Ketsu. Ketsu's going to go into your front for double accuracy. That's pretty fantastic. And then she's going to move over to here. And then we're going to use Rogue Squadron, which is a red, for a hit.
Okay. 2 down.
And Rogue Squadron's going to move, I believe. I don't like it. Rogue Squadron's just going to stay right about here then. And then we're going to attack with Wedge, which is a black and bomber, for a hit crit.
Okay, so I'm going to spend the contain, and I will take 2 hits.
And he's going to move to here. Stay out of range. Okay, and now we're going to attack with Hera. Here's a black and a blue, and not bomber, for 2 hits.
Alright, well, I can't do anything about that. That's 2 hits, and that is sufficient to take out the Arquitens.
Beautiful. And then she moves, I believe, here to stay out of flak and range. You can stay there. And then the last one is going to fly up to here. And I believe drop 2 blues into your front. For you can't use your salvo, take 1.
Alright, well, I'm just going to take the shield damage.
Han's going to go first. He's going to move right over to here, and he's going to shoot into the front of your Gozanti.
Okay.
He gets a black and a blue. For 1 hit into your front.
Just take it.
We're going to go with the transport is revealing engineering.
It's worth noting that I strategicked.
Yes, sorry. When you reveal, you may choose another friendly ship at distance 1 to 5. Boyam, and we're going to change the top dial of my deck from navigate that you changed it to an engineering. And then keep the token, discard the dial, move 1.
And I believe you landed on an asteroid field.
I did. At least I got all the structurals out of my stupid deck. Ruptured engine. After you execute a maneuver, if your speed on your dial is greater than 1, suffer damage. To you.
Activating the Gozanti, we have a concentrate fire dial. We're going to use it. We have, I'm going to flak, so it's going to hit both Ketsu and Han. So let's make the shot against Ketsu first. So that's a black hit. I'm going to use the concentrate fire dial here to bring in another one, which does me nothing. So 1 hit against Ketsu.
We'll scatter it.
Okay, and then against Han, 1 hit.
Okay, you can rotate on.
Then we're going to move forward 1.
obviously have to activate the Starhawk because it's my last ship. We're doing that nav that you decided to slice me to, so I already have a token, so we're going to use it as a dial. And then is this all in range? Cool. So we have a close range shot out the front into the front of your Gozanti.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's obstructed.
It is obstructed, so we're going to drop the black dice. So that will be 3 blues and 4 reds. And I need 1 accuracy, pretty much, and then a few damage. There's the accuracy, there's 4 damage, and you...
That is a dead Gozanti, because I can't... I'm assuming you're going to prevent me from using my scatter, right?
Correct.
Alright, so there we go. It's a power failure for what it's worth, but that's ample to take out the Gozanti.
Okay. And now we have to decide what we're going to be shooting at. I can either throw 3 long at your Star Destroyer or 3 at your Onager. I think we're going to throw 3 reds into the front of your Onager at long range. For a hit crit, we're going to use Link to reroll this into 3 damage.
I am going to redirect, and I'm going to salvo. So we're going to redirect to the left, both, so that's, you said 3, right?
Correct.
So 1, 2 from the side here, and then 1 off the front. Salvo would be 2 red.
Correct. Obstructed.
But it's obstructed, so it drops to 1. And I am doubling, and I'm going to let you do what you want to do there.
Okay. We will drop it to 1 damage. And then with our nav dial, we're moving nice speed 2. And we're going to come in at ya. Let's see. I think overlap Han. Yeah, we'll overlap Han.
Let's move Ketsu a little bit here so you can put that down.
And I think I gotta go in like that. Yep.
Ketsu back. We're just gonna shove Han all the way back here.
Cool.
Alright, we're going to activate the ISD. I have a navigate command that I'm going to use as a token. We've got a long range shot to your front, so we've measured this a couple times off camera, and we are just in the front arc. So we're going to run 4 red dice. Where do we want to put that?
Right here.
4 red dice at the front. And I have a crap ton of accuracies, which... I mean, that's cool and all, but I'm going to, let's LTT one of my accuracies. We got to get it in the bucket for a crit. So it's 2 hits, 1's a crit, and I'm going to accuracy your good evade, or your redirect, and I guess one of your braces, 'cause why not?
Okay, well, we're going to salvo you.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to brace it to 1.
So I'll take the 1 off here, and then go ahead and
salvo from my back into your front for 3 hits.
I'm going to brace and redirect that to my left side.
So 2 to there.
And then I'm going to go ahead and shoot at virtually every one of your squadrons using gunnery teams. I think the only one I cannot get to is Rogue.
Yep.
So everything else is going to get 2 blue dice. So let's start with the Hawk. So that's 1 hit.
Okay, you take some.
And gold for 1 hit.
Takes it.
No. Going after Ketsu, we're going to prevent you from using your scatter, but that doesn't really matter. So Hera has 2 hits.
She braces it to 1. And then your last one.
Wedge. Who... That doesn't really do anything. I guess I could always leading shots that, couldn't I?
You could.
For 1. And now I'm going to move. I'm going to increase my speed up to 3. And I'm going to add, oops, movement to the second or the final joint. So we are going to disturb a bunch of squadrons here. I'm going to overlap Wedge and Rogue for sure. So if we just mark those temporarily. I'll put it on the other side here because my tool's going to, there we go. Yep. And that's it. All right, we're going to activate the Onager. I have a navigate dial. I'm going to use it. And I've got 2 shots, double arc, close range at the Starhawk. So we're going to make 2 attacks. I'm going to fire out my side first. So that's 3 red and a black. All right, so that's crit, hit, nothing. I am going to Intel Officer your good brace, and then I'm going to Veteran Gunner reroll all of this. There we go, that's a little bit better. And let's see, it's 4 hits. I'm going to use the double X9 as the crit.
Okay. So we're going to green salvo you. We're going to spend out the red brace to bring it to 2. And then we're going to spend that to drop it to 1. And then salvo you.
Alright.
And this is into your side.
This is into the side.
For that, and then we're going to...
LTT.
Yep. For 2.
2 hits into that side. I am going to brace it to 1. Alright, now I'm going to fire front, so that's 2 red, 2 blue, and a black. Okay, we got a couple accuracies and some hits. 4. I'm going to Gunnery Chief the blank for the hit here. And then I'm going to continue to double X9. The 2 accuracies are going to be against your salvos. So 3 hits.
Okay, we're going to brace it to 2.
2.
And we're going to spend out one of these to drop it to 1.
Okay. Now I'm going to stay at speed 1. We're going to do something really crazy here. I'm going to double crank it, and I'm going to overlap Gold and Ketsu. And there we are. So, worth noting, when you have an Onager, you want to make sure that at the end of your activation you actually put down your ignition token, which I'm famous for sometimes forgetting to do. We talk about it, then I forget about it promptly. So I'm going to place it right here, long range, and that ought to give us a decent shot against the transport.
Okay, so squadron phase. Hera is going to make Gold and Wedge, Rogue. We're going to start then with the Hawk into your side, because I just have it. The Hawk just kind of sits there and it's a little turret. Blue, not bomber, for hit.
Do I have any shields over there? Nope.
Nope.
So I have to take. I don't have to take a damage, but I'm going to. All right. So 1.
Okay, and then this bomber is gonna go Gold Squadron for 2 hits.
I'm going to redirect. So get rid of the redirect and put those to the front.
Okay, and then I jump over there, and then Ketsu's gonna go.
Mm-hmm.
Ketsu is also a double blue bomber for hit crit.
Alright, I'm just going to take both. Let's see what the critical is blinded gunners. So while attacking, I cannot spend accuracy icons.
That's pretty awesome.
That stinks.
And then gonna jump over to here. And then Rogue Squadron is going to shoot into your side for a crit.
Rogue Squadron's got bomber?
Yes. That's the next one.
Okay. Shield failure. Your opponent may choose up to 2 my hull zones. Each of those hull zones loses 1 shield.
So we're going to choose the front.
Mm-hmm. I have
And
a shield inside you too.
then I think we're going to choose the rear. Okay. And then Rogue Squadron's going to move, and it's going to be over to here. Okay, and then Wedge is going to go into your front. He's a black bomber for a miss.
I'm okay with that.
And then he's going to jump over to this side. And then Hera is going to just
Throw dice.
Yeah, blue-black, not bomber, into your front. For nothing.
I'm okay
Man,
with
my
that.
squadrons have not been rolling well.
No, not today.
And then jumps over to here. And it's to you.
All right, that's the end of squadron phase.
Yep.
Activating the Onager. I have a navigate dial. I'm going to use it. I have to make my ignition shot first. So we are at extreme range to your transport, which you're going to conveniently scatter.
Probably.
So let's see what happens, because I cannot spend my accuracies, of which I got a bunch. So what I am going to do is I'm going to intel officer your scatter, because that way at least the shot's worth something. I'm going to gunnery chief out that. And because I can, we'll just double X9 them, but go ahead. Because that scatter I can use on your evade, but I can't use it.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to evade the double and the crit. And I would die, so yeah, we're just going to scatter. That stupid engine one. Yep, scattering it to spend it out.
That's gone.
To stay alive.
Alright, and then my next shot is going to be my side to your front. So that's 3 red and a black. Let's see what I get.
Ooh.
That's actually not bad. I'm going to... What do you got left over there?
Redirect, brace, 2 salvo. Not
All
saying
right.
this is going to be a salvo, but it's going to be a salvo.
Yeah, I'm going to hold on to that. I'm going to use the accuracy on the...
You can't use the
I
accuracy.
can't use the accuracy. So you know what? We're not... Well, let's just swap it out. There we go.
6
6.
damage. We're going to salvo. We're going to brace it to 3, and we're going to redirect all of it to that far side.
Okay, so you go from 4 to 1.
Okay, and then I'm going to salvo you into the side that has the shield for 3 damage.
So I'm going to brace that to bring that down to 2. So that's 1 off on the shield. We'll get that in a minute. And then I take 1 damage. So I'm at 5. And now I'm going to move at speed, increase to speed 2. One notch here. This is going to be incredibly close.
You're good. I'm going to get rid of blinded gunners.
Yeah, because I need to be able to use some accuracies. So on the station, there goes blinded gunners. And then for giggles, let's put this token at close range. There we go.
We're going to activate the Starhawk. We're going to reveal an engineering. We're going to spend it and the token to get 3 shields. If you don't mind putting 3 shields to my front.
To your front.
When I activate, I'm also going to discard Whalix Bliss to get back the redirect that I lost earlier. Redirects have been doing work for me, so I decided to keep it. Now, because I'm the advanced gunnery ship, I'm going to double shoot from my side into the side of your Onager.
I conveniently forgot about that.
So that's going to be 2 blues and 3 reds. For you can't use your brace. I'm spending that out now. And then I'm going to re-roll the red with leading or linked for another accuracy, and you can't use your salvo either. Take 4 with a crit.
4, so alright, I guess I gotta start taking. Let's take the crit first. Crit is point defense failure, so when attacking a squadron, I have to remove 1 die of my choice. 3 and 4.
That leaves you at how much right
That's
now?
8 total, so you need to do 13. I have another 5 hits.
5 hits. I just need hits with this and maybe an accuracy. Okay, so here we go. Another attack into your side. For that, you know what? We're going to just block out your brace, take 4 with crits again.
Alright, so I'm going to salvo, and the crit will be crew panic. So before I reveal command dial, suffer 1 damage or discard that dial. Joy. 2, let's see, that's 10, 11, 12. So actually I'm not dead yet.
Yeah, you can die when your Star Destroyer hits you.
That is probably what's going to happen. So let's do that salvo attack.
Okay.
So that's 2 red and a blue. For 3 hits, and yeah, I think I'm okay with it being there, so double X9s.
Okay, we're going to redirect all 3 of it
To the
front.
front. The ones you just put on, you're going to take off again.
Yep. And then we gotta move, and I think we're gonna just keep cruising at speed 2 and overlap pretty much all of my fighters. Yep, we're gonna crunch on those. I think Hera's gonna stay. Yeah, she does. So those.
Alright, we're going to get these guys as far away from me as humanly possible. We're just going to put them all over here.
Okay, and that's my ship.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and use my strategic. Force you to move your transport.
So my transport's got an engineering. I thought I was going to be maybe activating it and then transferring it over, which we're not, so we're just going to lose the token. I can't flak anything, I can't do anything. and then we're going to jump up, I think, to speed 2, and we're going to do this with the token. So I'm going to land on the station. Now, so here's a question. I get to resolve things in the order I want, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I land on the station, and now I resolve landing on things effect. Is that before or after completing my movement?
That'd be after.
That's after, and because I get to choose the order, I choose first to remove that, and I don't suffer a damage. So I've removed the ruptured off because it is also after you execute a maneuver. And that's my ship.
Alright, activating the Star Destroyer. Navigate, I'm going to use it as a dial. And I've got this great shot at the Gozanti, or at the transport. We're at medium range. It is obstructed. I'm going to dump a red die. So 3 red, 4 blue. And that is a dead transport.
Yep. Boom.
Yeah, plenty of damage. It's at least about 6 or 7 in there. Alright, next shot, I'm just going to flak squadrons because I'm not going to be able to do very much against you. So that's going to be the Hawk, and I believe I can reach Wedge. I cannot reach Hera.
Sounds good.
And so it's 2 blue each, so against the Hawk, which is hiding here. And that's 1 hit.
Okay.
And against Wedge, with an accuracy, I'm going to leading shots. Yeah, that's a hit. Alright, now we're going to move. We're at speed 3. We're going to stay at speed 3. I'm going to have to mark this guy to actually effectively make this move.
Hold on.
Or we can just take the base off. Got it? Alright.
You're going to clear it, so it just depends on the position. Ah, sad you didn't run into your own ship.
I didn't run my own ship.
You are overlapping the station.
I am overlapping the station. So, but I've got no damage cards. So that kind of doesn't do very much for me, does it?
Nope.
Alright, that's the end of that activation, I believe. Yes, so on squadrons.
Okay, so squadron phase. Hera can reach over and touch the non-gold squadron. Or non-rogue gold squadron.
Mm-hmm.
Make it rogue. Make Wedge rogue. This squadron is just out of arc, like just
Barely.
literally barely. So what we're going to do is we're going to start by moving gold squadron in.
Okay.
And we're going to bomb into your butt. 2 blues to try to kill you. I think I need 1 hit.
I'm at 12, yes.
For hit crit.
So the only thing I can do is brace it down to 1, which kills me. So let's take a parting salvo shot.
Okay, you drop a dice due to the fact I think you have point defense.
Yes. So I'm just going to roll red and blue.
No, it's your anti-squadron.
Oh, it's anti-squadron. What do I have? Black and blue?
Black and blue.
So we're just going to roll black. For nothing.
Cool.
Which, because I can, will swap that out. Is that just a ship or is that anything? While attacking a ship. So, no, can't do that.
So, nothing.
While attacking. I could veteran gunners, though. Right?
It's an exhaust.
Which I haven't used yet. 1!
Okay, I take it. Okay, so now the rest of my fighters. This guy's going to activate and barely land on the station, healing itself by 1 health. Rogue Squadron is going to move itself down to here. This young lady is not going to be in range, but we're going to move ourselves to here. Then the rest of these should be able to get into range. We're going to start with Han. Han is going to shoot into your front for a black and a blue non-bomber for 2 hits.
Okay, we're going to brace and redirect to the far side.
Okay, you have 0 shields there now.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, and then Han is going to pick himself up and land on the station, healing. And then we're going to move Wedge in. Wedge is going to make a bomb against your front as well.
Mm-hmm.
He is a black dice bomber. 4 hit.
Yeah, I'll just take it.
Okay. And then we're going to come in, we're going to land here. So then we heal 1. And then we're going to shoot into your front. For hit.
Alright, I'll take that too.
I think that's all of my squadrons. So let's actually activate.
There we go.
Okay, next round.
Next round.
Han's gonna go first. He's gonna activate and jump over. And staying in a single arc, he's going to shoot into your side with no shields. Black and a blue. For you, it doesn't really matter. Take 1.
We'll redirect 1 to the rear. Activating the ISD squadron navigate dial. We're going to use it. I have a long range shot at the Starhawk, but I don't feel like taking it. We're just going to flag squadrons. So we've got medium range. I can hit out the front, Hera, Wedge, and Rogue squadron. So let's start with Hera. Is 1 hit.
Okay, she takes it.
And then Wedge gets a hit. I'm assuming he's taking that as well.
Yep.
And against Rogue, we have leading shots 1.
Okay, he takes it as well.
And then I have a side shot, same thing against Han, for 1 hit.
Han takes a hit.
And then I'm going to stay at speed 3, add a joint. On the second joint, we're going to add or final joint, we'll add the extra move. I like that marginally better. Oh, we don't need that anymore.
Okay, so we're going to activate, obviously, the Starhawk. We're going to be revealing an engineering. We're going to be using it to pump up. This sounds risky, but what we're going to do is we're going to move 1 shield from here to the side. Bringing it
front to side?
Front to side. Then we're going to move another shield from side to side to 3, and then we're going to add a shield up to 4. Like that. And then we are at medium range.
Yep.
Just at medium into your front from my butt. So we're going to make the shot twice because of advanced gunnery from my ship into your butt. So that is, or my butt to your front.
Right.
So red, red, blue. For hit, crit, crit. And you can decide what you want to do.
We're going to brace.
So to 2?
To 2, and we will redirect to my side.
So your side is now down to 1 shield.
Right.
And then we're going to do it again. For hit and a blue. So that doesn't really matter. What we're going to do is we're going to spend our concentrate fire token to re-roll the blue and do a hit. 3 hits with a crit.
3 hits with a crit. So let's... I'm going to go ahead and contain.
Okay.
We'll lose the front shields, and then we'll take a regular damage.
Sounds good to me. Okay, and then we're going to spend the token, and we're going to drop down to speed 1. And we're going to do this. Squadron phase. Hera makes the Hawk and Wedge Rogue just out of range of what I want to do, which is Gold Squadron. So what Gold Squadron's going to do is Gold Squadron's just going to fly 3 straight down here. Prepare for next turn. Then what we're going to do is we're going to move Hera forward to about here. And hopefully I'm in making this guy rogue range. I am. And Hera's going to shoot 2 dice into your front. Black and a blue. For 2 hits.
So I'm going to spend the brace and the redirect, moving that over here.
So now your ship has
1 shield on the rear, and I only have 1 redirect and a contain.
beautiful. And then we're going to move this little guy up to here, and we're going to shoot a blue into your front for a hit.
So I'm taking a hit.
And then Wedge is going to fly up into your front, and Wedge is going to bomb you with the black for a hit.
Another hit.
And then Rogue Squadron is going to do the same thing and then just move afterwards for a crit.
So I'm going to spend out the contain.
And we're going to move to about there. And then my last one is Tetsu. She's going to drop into your front arc about there and double blue you with Bomber for 2 hits.
Which I have to take. 6 total damage.
And that's that round. Okay, we're going to start off the round by activating Han. He can only move far enough up to shoot into your side, so obviously that's what we're going to do. And we got a blue and a black, no bomber, for 2 damage.
So I'm just going to redirect to the rear. There goes 1, and I will take 1 more. Alright, I am going to use the strategic advisor. Principal reason for this is at the end of the day you're at long range. I'm in just your rear arc. If I move, you're going to be coming in and hitting me with quite a bit. So go ahead.
Okay, so we're going to reveal a engineering. We're going to add 2 shields to the front. And then we're going to make 2 long range shots from my rear into your front. That's double red.
Mm-hmm.
So first shot. For a crit, we're going to link this into a crit.
Okay, can't do anything about that. So the crit is structural damage. And then I've got a regular hit. All right.
No,
Was it
just 1 hit.
Oh, it was just 1 hit? My
Yep.
bad. So, no, just structural damage.
Yep, and then we're going to do it again. For double crit.
Okay, well, let's see here. So we have coolant discharge, so I can only do 1 attack on a ship, and then a regular. So that's 11 total damage on me, and I still have 3 more to go.
And then we're going to do this maneuver. that's the Starhawk.
Activate the ISD. I have an engineering command. I'm going to use it right away. Get rid of the coolant discharge. Not that that really matters. So, and I've got one wasted point. I'm going to start by flacking because the Starhawk's out of range. I have all of your guys in the front arc. I'm interested in wedge, so I'm going to roll my 2 blues for 2 hits, and I'm going to use the Link Turbolaser towers to bring in 2 black dice, and then I believe that kills this rest of squadron attack. So that's 3 total hits. I believe it's a dead wedge.
Yeah, by Bryce, he dies.
Alright, so there goes wedge. Killed something. Now, I could do a second squadron attack, but that's not going to do anything for me because nothing else will die with 2 hits. So I'm just going to skip it. And we're going to move, continuing at speed 3.
You could just move her. She's wrong.
Yeah, I'm going to move her over here. 1, 1. I'm going to overlap Ketsu over there. There we go. Where would you like Ketsu?
Yeah, you could just move her to the front. Last squadron phase. So Hera makes Gold Squadron and the YT Rogue. The YT is going to move in first. Doesn't matter what hull zone it's attacking. You have no shields or defense tokens. It rolls a hit.
There's 1.
And I need to do 4 damage. Now, Rogue Squadron's going to go. It's rolling a red for inaccuracy.
Okay.
Then Gold Squadron's going to attack. 2 blues for 2 hits.
Okay. 1 left.
And then Ketsu at the front is going to attack for a hit.
And that will take out the ISD.
Good game. Okay, welcome back. So what are your thoughts on this fleet?
I hate the Starhawk. No, so from the perspective of the fleet, it is a killer fleet. I like this one better than the previous one you had with all your Y-wing bomber squadrons. Once again, it's the Starhawk is a tank.
Yeah.
The Onager is not capable of taking it out, at least not one. I feel like I did probably 3 or 4 shots where there was 1 damage done to the Starhawk. I hate that.
Yeah, brace, reduce it by 1.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to do at least 5 damage to it.
Just to be able to do something.
Just to get more than 1 damage with the setup I have right now. And then it's salvoing you. I did a lot of damage with salvo.
The salvo did a bunch of damage. Advanced gunnery did a lot of damage to me. At the end of the day, although realistically I wonder if maybe taking was the other one, fighter ambush.
Or fighter ambush.
Yeah. So it's making me want to put Ozzel back on my Onager list. Because I think he's just too useful for getting the Onager set.
Yeah. So if you chose superior positions, then I would try to move and flank.
Yeah.
And I would have a ton of squadrons, then just zoom across again.
Right.
This fleet really, really likes when you go up against squadless.
Mm-hmm.
Because then it's just bombing into the front for days. So attack my ship or my fighters, that's your choice. It's hard to say. And then if you choose fighter ambush and you don't have squadrons, then I just move them all up front. And I just basically cruise my Starhawk away from things and just see what I can kill with my squadrons.
Right. So, long story short, I kind of got a bad deal with the objective cards. It is what it is. I still don't like the Starhawk.
The Starhawk that's super tanky?
Yeah, I just don't like it. I will defeat it one day, maybe in 6 years, but,
Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anything else from this game. Also, just remember, put out your
Ignition token.
ignition tokens.
Yeah.
The one time you did forget, though, I was able to arc dodge you,
So
it
didn't really matter.
didn't really matter. And then that blinded gunner hurt you so bad.
Yeah, because that should have been a dead
Transport
right off the bat.
Yeah.
I probably should have just ran the ISD away from your Starhawk. It would have deprived you of those points. Still would have won. But yeah, at this point, it didn't really much matter. So again, your rogue squadrons were capable of following me and taking me out. So that's going to pretty much hit anything and everything.
Yeah. So, okay, so final score was 64 for you,
Yep.
and then 454 for me due to the advanced gunnery ship getting doubled. So 10-1.
10-1.
So yeah, well, like, subscribe, add comments if you like to see a fleet. Suggest one. I'm John.
And I'm Ken.
And you've been watching Ion Radio.